Good morning, everybody. It's Dogamata here, and it's Thursday, the 31st of December. I should start that again, however. Good morning, everybody. It's Dogamata here, and it's Thursday, New Year's Eve, 31st of December. And I'm speaking on my mobile phone because there's no internet connection on my laptop for some reason this morning. So fortunately, I have my little phone here, and it is actually charged up because yesterday I had a similar problem with, I can't remember what the reason was. I was using my mobile phone yesterday and it ran out of power. So I don't even know if yesterday's recorded. So I'm going to start with what I was talking about yesterday, which was a really good Zoom event we had in our meditation center, where we all were broken up into small breakout groups. There were about 80 people on the call, and there were 13 breakout groups, and there were 5 or 6 people on each, I think. And then what they did was they rotated games leaders, so that we got one games leader who would set us one task, and then after we'd done that, they'd switch around and we'd get the next games leader coming in, and it was a lot of fun. And some of the games that we played, it was called a treasure hunt, were actually to look for things. One of them we had to look for a glass cup, a raw egg, a particular book by our spiritual teacher, a CD by one of the groups of our spiritual teacher, a picture by our spiritual teacher. There were actually about 3 different games where it was treasure hunt, and they each had something to do with our spiritual teacher in. They weren't all those things weren't in the same one. But we had to find a head covering or a hat, all sorts of interesting and funny things. And that was one of them. And then you had to, I think we had 2 minutes to look for them. And then you had to come back and hold them up by the camera, and your team got points according to how many they'd managed to get. And on that particular one, the final task was to eat the raw egg. Somebody had to eat the raw egg. And I had it in the glass cup, and I just drank it immediately without stopping to think about it, because that's a habit I've got of doing difficult things from when I was a kid, and we used to go to the sea and it was really cold, and I used to just run in and jump under a wave quick before anybody could think, and before your mind could come forward and start saying, it's going to be cold. So I was the champion in our group because I ate the raw egg. One of the other activities, let me see if I can remember several of them. I think there were 13 in total and 13 groups. I had all of them yesterday when I was rattling them off and the power went. I wasn't exactly rattling them off. I still had to stop and think, but not as bad as this morning. I'll probably just put a list in later. One of them was riddles. He was asking riddles, and we had a wonderful person in our group from Edinburgh Centre, and she was absolutely spot on with the riddles. The only one of the riddles we didn't get was what is round and white, and at one time it could see, and it was a skull, but we didn't get that one. One of the ones that she got, I can't go back into my memory that fast. What's wet while it's drying was a towel. I can't remember the other ones, but that's enough of them. There was one which was music, and my son sings in some of the top groups, and he's been musically gifted from a young age, and they played little bits of different tunes, and he was very sharp with that. And in fact, we were the best group for music, and we were the best group for the riddles. So that was really good. And we had basically just a hell of a lot of fun, and it was the best Zoom that I've been on all year. I've been wanting to know how to make Zoom parties fun, and now I've got a good model. I don't know if I can do it with my program because I haven't got enough people to be able to lead all the different groups, but let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens. It may be possible to set it up for my own Zoom program, my own program, when we have our party at the end. So that was our centre fun. And then yesterday, the last couple of days have been really snowy, and so we've had a lot of fun. Well, I've had a lot of fun. I've gone out and explored around. First day I had to go for a drive and took some photos. And yesterday I just went out at dusk and walked about and had some fun. It was full moon a couple of nights ago, and with the snow and the full moon and the dark sky and the sparkling moon, very beautiful. So I hope some of you also enjoyed the moon. And I think that's probably enough for me recounting the delights of the last few days, and wishing you all a very, very, very happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve, and my husband's gone back to his house. My son's there, so I'm on my own today, at least till later on. I think my son may be back tonight. I'm not absolutely sure, but I'm really happy because I'm free to work on my business. It's been quite difficult to do working on my business. I thought I'd just take Christmas Day, possibly most of Boxing Day off. But in fact, all the last few days have been tied up with family things, and I'm behind in where I wanted to be. But I'm starting today again, and I have done a few night shifts looking at my website, trying to tighten it up a bit, make it look more professional. So if any of you wish to go to www.dogamatteroflondon.com and send in some messages of comments, that would be really helpful. And now I'm going to get cracking with creating online forms which you can fill in online, and learning how to send out my phone schedule on WhatsApp and email, which are important things I need to learn. So this is going to be a very interesting year. Hopefully my business will start to bring in some income and pull me out of the difficulties which 2020 has created. I've had no solid real profit since February last year, and if my business is to survive, that has to change. So lots and lots of love to everybody. Have a brilliant New Year's Eve. Hi, somebody who's watching me. Happy New Year's Eve, and wishing you all the best for 2021. Lots and lots of love, and I'll put some photos in to follow this. Bye.